It's a great point, Kevin. And Love dropped about 10 points per game in terms of his output. The field goal percentage as well as three-point percentage was down, but still, he traded it all to be on a winning team. And I really feel like his numbers will start to go up as he makes the adjustment to playing with great players.
Good point.
Yeah, how about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
And, you know, for Love last season, we knew he'd be in a supporting role for LeBron. You put any player next to him. LeBron, and he automatically becomes some kind of role player.
Cleveland's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Takes a shot at the elbow, and the shot is long. The Warriors trailing.
And thinking back to Love and his numbers last year, we saw the same thing from Bosh when he played with LeBron. Love and Bosh had similar reductions in scoring, but both were still great players, and they both have the ability to adapt and impact the game in other ways.
Kept alive. Here's Green, and that one's good. Green's got 7.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Yeah, and that's important because this game may ultimately come down to which team controls the paint in crunch time. And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Smith the pass to Love. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Thompson inside the line. No luck. Smith with some nice D.
And he has slipped into a funk, Clark. You can see the confidence is shaking.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, he's very much deflated. The basket looks a lot smaller to him at this point, and the only way you can get out of it.
Oh, my. How did he hit that shot?
I don't believe what I just saw right there, Kev.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
The Warriors had an amazing regular season last year. Just from a historical standpoint, it was one of the best ever.
And for the Warriors last year, they would end the season with 67 wins. That number, Clark, tying for the 6th best win total in NBA history.
And my guess is only a few people saw it coming. I mean, and as the season wore on, it became more and more apparent that the Warriors were for real, but it took a while for people to accept that fact.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Jefferson comes in for Tristan Thompson. And Channing Frye's subbed in for James. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Irving for three. Makes that one fall. It's his 8th bucket in 15 shot attempts.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. For Cleveland, they've gone a somewhat subpar 4-10 on their shots in the second half so far. Here's Smith. And that one comes up a bit short. Golden State's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Barnes can't get it to go.
His shot's it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
He was all alone on that one. And that's 10 points for Kevin Love. Clark, third quarter here, and 5 lead changes so far.
Yeah, it's really been a bit of a tough. War, back and forth we go.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Cavaliers on top, up by 2. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. Cleveland's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Iguodala and Green are set at the forward spots. Livingston and Thompson are the guards. And it's Ezeli in at the 5 spot. Jefferson kicks to Love. Clock at 6. Fry, that's for 2. That one off the back iron and out. Now the Warriors moving it up. Livingston dishes to Iguodala. And here's the fast break. Love leading the way. It's deflected. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession.
And you know what? Just a little too much heat on that pass for him to come up with the steal.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that was going to be a tough catch for either one of them.
Irving double team. And the Warriors with possession here. Here is Livingston. The feed to Iguodala. There's the 3. Love grabs the board. Love's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Green with the rebound.
Boy, that's a tough one. But he did all he could there, using the leaner to get the shot off.
Iguodala the pass to Thompson. It's rebounded by Cleveland. And Fry kicks to Love. Irving for three. And Thompson sends it back. Stolen by Thompson. Pass to Green. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And that's now 9 points for Draymond Green. Timeout called, Cleveland.
I think he just sees some things that can be improved and wants to get everybody back on the same page.
And usually that, to me, is a good use of the timeout. I mean, if there's something that he's noticed that can give his team a lift, I think he's got to try to take advantage of that.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what the Cavaliers head coach was saying to his team. As this game enters winning time, and it really could go either way, he wanted the chance to check in, make sure they're all on the same page, and sticking to the game plan to close it out. Kevin?
Here is Livingston. He kicks it to Spates. Pass to Barbosa. 5 on the clock. Spates sets a screen for Barbosa. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
James with the bucket.
And how about the execution, really when it matters most? He knew he had the height advantage and just got the job done. No need to pass in that situation.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. They're down by 2. 1:29 left in the game. And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. .129 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Thompson dishes to Curry. Thompson against Smith. Thompson passes to Bogut to take the lead, and the shot is good. That's 28 points for Steph Curry.
He's been on a tear from the three-point line this game.
LeBron kicks to Thompson. James against Curry. 59 seconds left in the fourth.
There's no getting around the simple fact that that's a shot he has to knock down.
Thompson dishes to Irving. Irving double team. Love kicks to Irving. Shot clock at 6. It's stolen by Curry. And now Barnes running the floor all by himself.
Clutch shot right there. That could be the difference maker.
Indeed, it might be a big, huge moment in this game right there.
The drive by Thompson. The shot will not go. So Cleveland will take it the other way.
Now you need every basket you can get.
Greg, I think they're still alive here, but they better execute every trip down the floor from here on out.
Irving from long range. No good. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
Those free throws are the nail in the coffin, guys.
Timeout called, Cleveland. They trail by 5. There's 14 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
Yeah, time, a huge factor right now. They've got to get points and then the foul.
Yeah, it has to be quick because every tick is critical.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Yeah, but Greg, they didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. They're behind by 7. 9 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, what's your take?
You know, you like the fight, all the way to the end, but let's face it, guys, this one's over.
Yeah, I agree with you, and I really think you shouldn't be allowed to call timeouts late in the ball game if there's no chance for it to do any good on the scoreboard.
So we see the Warriors get the win here. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And, Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And now,
Congratulations.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Steph. Needed in terms of energy. And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure.
welcome everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. It's the East All-Stars facing the West All-Stars. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. And so in the game for the East All-Stars, LeBron James is out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's Andre Drummond. Then it's DeRozan. And it's Irving in at the point. On the wing, James.
Assisting.
Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play him.
Leonard attacking. Curry dishes to Cousins. In time, he gets the jumper to fall. Cousins is got his first basket.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
Irving misses.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Now, here is Irving. The shot. That doesn't go in either for Irving. West All-Stars off to a quick start here. 4-point game.
I tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
That's good.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
In the corner, Drummond with it. From deep. And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, he was boxed out and tried to get the rebound the only way he could.
Yeah, he got straight over the back and on top of him there, too. So nothing subtle about that one.
Drummond, a screen. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Curry against Irving. Curry passes to Harden. LeBron against Leonard. Outside, Davis. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Davis. Curry's got 5.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Leonard attacking. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Nobody near Irving. Here's Drummond. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Outside for Curry. Left side, Davis. Shoots from the baseline. DeRozan again. Harden. From 13. And the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here. .135 left to play in the first quarter. Leonard on the wing. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Here's Curry. Following the basket by Kyrie Irving. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
That's his first personal foul.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the West All-Stars.
2 shots.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
Back to DeRozan. Pass to Irving. And that one's good.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside, and then the nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper.
On its way from Curry for 2. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That'll be his second foul of the game.
You know, right call. Gave the officials no choice there. I mean, they've got to make that call over the back.
Yeah, I mean, he went chest first into the man in front of him. My goodness. I'm not an official, and I could have gotten that one right.
Outside Curry. Outside Leonard. To the paint. It's tipped. And stolen by James. LeBron James on the wing. Dishes it to Millsap. He kicks to Irving. And that one hits back iron. And that concludes the first quarter of play. And we welcome you back to more NBA action. Players looking hydrated and plenty of Gatorade to help them get their job done tonight. And looking here, guys, at what we've seen so far from the West All-Stars, what do you think?
It's all about their defense. They have just done a terrific job of negating the timing and spacing of their opponent.
Every shot is challenged and challenged well.
Curry is up there with Harden. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Davis in the four-man position. So that's the West All-Stars 5 as we get into the second quarter. Now here's Leonard. 6 points for him. And here's the fast break. LeBron with it. Leonard picks him up. It's LeBron with the drive. Irving, good.
Looked like he was trying to go for a degree of difficulty points on that shot.
To the middle. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by Curry. 8 points for Leonard.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. You're much better off making him go to the line.
Leonard on the wing. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. Can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Millsap. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. And the dunk by DeRozan.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
Fader on the way. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Kevin, that's beautiful. With the guy all over him, the fadeaway was about the only option he had, and he cashed in on it.
Irving double team. And the West All-Stars have possession. And Curry, here we go. And Cousins gets it to go.
What a passing display he has put on here tonight.
Yeah, he's spoiling us, Greg. I mean, there's just another fantastic dime drop right there. That one certainly should make the highlight reel.
Outside Leonard. Pass to Davis. Screen by Cousins. Leonard. And there's the call on James. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Anderson, he's checked in for Steph Curry. And the rejection by James. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. They get it back.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. The East All-Stars shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And the first one drops. The West All-Stars making a switch here. Livingston's checked in. And so he makes both from the line.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out, but it looks like they're putting it together right now.
Cousins with a screen for Harden. Harden missing again. Stepped in the line, out of bounds there, and that will cost them the possession.
A temporary lapse of focus from him on that turnover. It's embarrassing, but on occasion it does happen.
Livingston kicks to Cousins. Puts it up from 17. And he gets it to go. Cousins has got 6.
Just such a good shooter from that range.
And you factor in his height advantage, it's almost unfair.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Scooped up. And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Livingston hits both of them.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line. Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Now here's Leonard. He's got 8. Plenty of daylight on that shot. And that's now 7 points for James Harden. He's with the ball. They trail by 7. Leonard against James. Outside Irving. Launches a 3. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got 3 assists in the game. And stolen by LeBron.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
You know, we talk so often about making your teammates better, and his ability to see the floor and then make those passes on time in that first half was the key.
Boy, I tell you what, they say he's not a playmaker, but he certainly has fooled me with the way he's performing right now.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters.
Excellent game we've seen from Kyrie Irving. He has 11 points and 4 assists.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. Paul Millsap out there with Andre Drummond. Then it's DeRozan. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's LeBron in the 3, the small forward. So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars. Curry's checked in for the West. DeRozan's gone 5 of 7 from the floor here. From the wing. And that one comes up a bit short.
Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
James dishes to Irving. And a miss there on the triple. It's a neck-and-neck game in Golden State. Curry kicks to Harden. Back to Curry. Feeds it to Davis. The dish to Curry. 6 on the shot clock. Shot is off. So the East All-Stars will take it the other way. Here's the break. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
DeRozan really...
Boy.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
The NBA season is in high gear, and we are so glad to have you here with us on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. My companions are Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. The action tonight will be happening out in Los Angeles, where the Clippers will be going up against the Houston Rockets. Looking at Houston, this is a team they knocked out in the first round in last year's playoffs, so they'd better be ready. Some extra motivation on this one. And Chris Paul will be in action tonight, and no doubt he is one of the best in the game. There are a lot of great point guards in the league, but Shaq, is he still the most complete point guard, would you say?
I would say yes. He makes his teammates immensely better with his on-point passing. Ernie, he still showed us the last playoffs that he could still hit that clutch shot.
Yeah, I still say he's one of the best on-ball defenders and basketball hawks at his position. Great all-around guard, great all-around player, and probably, I would say, one of the
We are live at the Staples Center for a Western Conference contest with the Los Angeles Clippers here in L.A. Today's game marks the continuation of Houston's road schedule. Well, compared to last season, you'd have to say the start to this season has not been quite what you'd expect. They hope to improve their record with the win tonight, certainly.
Yeah, right now, though, the Rockets, this has been a terrible way for them to kick off their year. They have to find a way to get back on track soon before this season gets away from them.
Greg, it's really surprising. To me to see them fighting just to stay afloat this early in the season.
Now And so here is Houston. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Just not a disciplined performance defensively in that game, guys. A lot of silly fouls hurt them throughout.
I think lack of discipline is the right phrase, Greg. I mean, a lot of silly fouls, and they did that even when they were in foul trouble.
Now Green following the three-point attempt by Freak. There's a screen by Cantor. Griffin kicks to Jackson. Over Booker, and Capella sends it back. Now, here's Clarkson, guarded by Jackson. And that one good from Clarkson. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Jackson dishes to Griffin. Back to Jackson. Griffin kicks to Jackson. 6 to shoot. Pass to Green. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
Now Clarkson, looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Here's Capella, and he converts the layup.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
Now here's Jackson, looking for his first basket still in this one. And the shot is good.
It's almost as if both teams are in a zone.
Well, offensively at least, partner. I mean, neither team's done jack diddly on D.
Here's Clarkson. 1:25 left here in the opening quarter. Harden gets the bucket.
And how about that, responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth. Here we go.
They retain possession. Jackson has the open look. Again, the miss by Jackson.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Harden the pass to Clarkson. 50 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. No good from Booker. Clippers trail by 4. Paul right side, outside Jackson. From deep. Again, the miss by Jackson.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Here's Clarkson. Nice D from Griffin. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 7 of their first 16 field goal attempts to go down here in the first. Paul dishes to Cantor, and there's the foul against Houston.
That's his.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. So on the floor for Houston, we've got Harden, Beasley out there with Thomas. Then there's Jordan Clarkson, and it's Capella in at the 5. That one's in there. Pocket lead is cut down to just 6 points on the bucket from Jackson. And so here is Houston, and let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Trail Blazers delivered quite a performance. He dropped in 15 points, and in addition to his scoring, he also came away with a season high for rebounds. A bit of a surprise attack for him, as he is usually just regarded as a role player on his team.
All right, Doris, well, guys, coming off a performance like that has got to have him supremely confident right now.
No doubt. I guarantee he comes into today's game feeling there isn't anything he can't do on the floor right now.
I'll tell you what, Greg, I think he might be right based on that last game. I'm inclined to agree with him.
The Rockets have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
You know, their percentages dropped off just a little bit compared to last year, guys, but it's not a huge drop-off, so no major concern.
Now, here's Cantor. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And here comes Thomas leading the fast break. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. And that's 13 points for Beasley. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Rockets.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Now, here's Redick. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Portland. Jackson kicks to Paul. Jackson a screen on Thomas. Redick, an easy layup after coming off the pick. Redick's got his second basket.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Now, here's Clarkson, and it's Beasley finishing it off.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Now here's Jackson after Enes Kanter's miss. 5 to shoot. Redick passes to Jackson. And he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick. Jackson's got 7 points.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Here's Capella. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Lakers. It's Harden with the drive, and a big-time jam right there.
I tell you what, you got to love his aggressiveness finishing inside like that.
Well, his leaping ability, Clark, gives him a great advantage.
And that's why they look to get him the ball around the rim. It's either a dunk or free throws every time.
And a look now statistically over the last month for the Rockets. First and second chance points, third in three-point field goal percentage. And they also show up as a team in the top 5 in scoring. Boy, this team is balanced and versatile offensively.
And going back to their offensive rebounding, and that #1 ranking in second chance buckets, I think it speaks to their tenacity and physicality. They go at you, no question about that. Yeah, good call there. I mean, be clearly moving when he set the screen.
And he lowered the shoulder, too. I mean, they were going to get him there one way or the other. I mean, that was an easy call.
Griffin's checked in for the Clippers. Henderson comes in for J.J. Redick. And a switch here also for Houston. John Henson's checked in for Capella. Here's Paul. James Harden picking up that last basket. And it's Paul penetrating. Griffin, no one around him. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Griffin's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, they're not shooting as many from outside here in the second quarter.
Yeah, they were shooting well early on. I like their spacing. I think they should get back to that.
Offensive rebound. The shot's good from Henson.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
Here's Griffin following the score by John Henson. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. 9 points for Freak.
And started hot, and he's only gotten harder.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Chalmers dishes to Henson. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
That's his first
it's his first trip to the line.
At the line for the Clippers, John Henson.
That one is off.
As we've gotten closer to halftime.
The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime.
Yes, Kevin, here with the...
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments.
Just absolute dominance.
Jackson, he's checked in for Green. Clippers trail by 5. Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. Griffin is out there with Enes Kanter. And it's Jackson in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Here's Paul. And again, no good by the Clippers.
And another miss. Ooh. he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Clarkson kicks to Harden. There's the dish to Capella. Right wing. Beasley the screen. Here's Clarkson. Beasley with a clean look. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Griffin's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
Well, that's a lot of bricks by them early in the second. Only 1 make on 5 tries so far in the second half.
They set the pick. Paul goes in. Shoots off the screen. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got 3 rebounds now in this one. The 11-footer. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
There's the pass to Cantor. No good. And it's Houston the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. They get to take on the Blazers of Portland after this one. That'll be the 3rd game of this 3-game road trip. Clarkson passes to Beasley. Unloads from 13. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. And now it's a 9-point Rocket lead. Los Angeles has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Jackson kicks to Redick. There's the feed to Paul. Back to Jackson. Cantor, high post, passes it to Redick. From about 19 feet, and Jackson with the basket on the assist from Redick. And that's 11 points for Freak. Rockets leading by 7. And here's Clarkson. Feeds it to Thomas. Charity stripe shot, and Houston again with the bucket.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
Jackson against Thomas. The open shot from Jackson. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Jackson's got 13. A minute 42 left here in the 3rd quarter. To the middle. Here's Beasley. And Griffin sends it back. Clippers trail by 7. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. And that's now 9 points for Blake Griffin. 1:09 left in the 3rd. Beasley dishes to Harden. Back to Beasley. 9 feet out. That one goes. Count it. Beasley's got 9 points now in the quarter.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Paul kicks to Jackson. Again, the miss by Jackson. Rockets leading by 7. Clarkson passes to Harden. And Cantor pulls it down. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Redick gets a screen from Jackson. And Redick kicks to Jackson. Drills the 3-pointer. Jackson's got 16 points.
This guy will really make you pay if you leave him enough room outside.
Now, here's Clarkson. Pass to Capella, 13 feet away. He squares up and sinks it. And the Rockets lead by 6.
He has such a nice touch for a big man.
Yeah, and they've got to figure out a way to get a bigger body on him. Because if they don't match up his size, then he's going to continue to work him over the rest of the game. What a sweet assist by CP3.
Harden outside. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the 4th quarter. Rockets ahead. All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought. It's a completely new group for Los Angeles. And a switch here also for Houston. Harden's checked in, so on the floor for Houston. Chalmers is out there with Harden. Then there's Etuan Moore. Then it's John Henson. And it's Booker in at the 4 slot. Houston leading by 5. Here's Chalmers. Beasley outside. Here's Capella, and the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
It's as if the defenses have just given up.
Yeah, you know, the pace has only picked up the deeper we've gotten into this game, which is remarkable. It speaks to the endurance and stamina of these teams, and it's also been a lot of fun to watch.
And the Rockets making a change here. Clarkson's checked in. Beasley with it. Cantor covering. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Beasley. 13 points for James Harden.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
Paul kicks to Griffin. And off the glass. That one's good.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Houston's gone 7 of 10 shooting from three-point land tonight. Excellent numbers from outside. Beasley outside. Capella. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Pick by Griffin. Jackson a screen on Harden. And Redick kicks to Griffin. Use that pick to get in close.
The second he got around the pick.
So we see the Rockets get the win here. A solid win on the road.
You got to forget about that one.
Go for the free.
Yeah, you got us this time, man. We're going to get you next time, though.
Not happening, freak. Keep dreaming, though. Hit me up when you get a chance. Got some stuff to talk to you about.
All right, we'll do. Hey, I'm serious. We're going to get you next time.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
And hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Let us take a moment now to recognize our Jordan player. Kenny, what did you think?
Anytime you deliver that sort of production we saw from him tonight,
and that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoy.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Clippers as they play against the Utah Jazz. So for Utah, their last game, a win against the Suns. 6 wins in their last 10 games. They'd like to play even better. Tonight, a chance to add to their win total. We're going to get to see Chris Paul in action tonight, and as we all know, he's such a great all-around point guard, but he's also one of the most efficient players when it comes to scoring, Jet.
Yeah, because he doesn't get baited, Ernie. He doesn't take bad shots no matter what the situation is. His shots he shoots like a super high percentage later in his career. That's not normal. Typically, you start shooting less and shooting worse as you get older, but he's shooting better as he gets older.
And he's a master
The Jazz are away from home as they take on their Western Conference rival in today's game. Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and here with me tonight, Greg Anthony. He's checked in for Enes Kanter. Jackson comes in for Green. Gerald Henderson, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And Mo Williams subbed in for Paul. Burks, he's checked in for the Jazz. And so in the game for the Jazz, Shelvin Mack is out there with Alec Burks. Then there's Favors. Then there's Solomon Hill. And it's Muscala in at the center, locking down the middle. Outside Hill. Fires for three. No luck. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
Yeah, they just caught a team, Kevin, that was in a zone, and they didn't have the manpower defensively to disrupt them.
Hey, zone or no zone, I expected a little more fight out of them than what they showed. I mean, they never strung together any stops like they needed to.
Favors with a screen on Jackson. Here's Mack. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Down low, Favors. It's good. This game is all even.
And he's starting to get what he wants here early and often. Nice move.
Williams kicks to Henderson. There's the pick. Passes to Griffin. Back to Jackson. Clock at 6. Withy dishes to Griffin. Pulls it up. Buries the 20-footer. Griffin's got 9.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
And Mack kicks to Muscala. Now here's Burks. Henderson defending. To the inside. Griffin with the steal. Here's Williams. Burks covering. Griffin goes in. Offline with the baseline jumper.
Great looking defense, really, just to disrupt the rhythm on that shot.
Yeah, really turned it from a simple, straightforward look into a very difficult shot. His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
There's 48 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Withy passes to Jackson. Burks with the steal. And now Utah, fast break. Burks leading the charge. The Jazz shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those fouls.
Utah trailing here. Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. Jackson is out there with Green, and it's Kanter in at the 5. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Exum dishes to Burks. 6 to shoot. Favors against Kanter. The Jazz again can't hit it.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Rockets put together a nice one. He ended with 16 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what was a great exhibition on his part. We could see his role in this offense expand if he puts together more games like this one, guys.
Thank you, Doris. He was the player they leaned on that night. He didn't disappoint them.
Not at all. Came through in a big way. Whatever they needed from him, he was able to deliver.
Well, I think he actually gave them a little more than what they needed. Terrific all-around effort.
Paul kicks to Jackson. To the paint. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And who doesn't love stats? Here are some numbers for Jackson. 9th in three-point field goal percentage, 11th in field goal percentage. And he's among the top 20 free throw shooters in the league. Doesn't waste many opportunities at the line.
And, you know, back to his efficiency from 3. You know, defenses are now trying to deny him the basketball, but really not having any success.
That's good from Jackson. And the Jazz with some changes. Reggie Bullock comes in for Alec Burks. Rodney Hood subbed in for Dante Exum. Both free throws good from Jackson. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. For Utah, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Burke, the pass to Bullock. He feeds it to Hill. That drops. Hill's got 6.
I love the low post attack on that one.
Ball outside. The pass to Jackson. Nails the wide open jump shot. And the Clippers lead by 1. Jazz have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Pick up by Hill. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Burke with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Shelvin Max checked in for Utah. Jackson can't get that one to fall. So for the Jazz, their last game, a win against Phoenix.
And believe it or not, it wasn't the stars that led the charge for them in that win. It was about the role players. I mean, the guys who they don't usually count on for the lion's share of their points came through.
Guys, simply a complete team performance. And road wins where everybody contributes really can galvanize a team and bring it together.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
And the other thing, though.
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the...
Hi, Kevin. Well, Doc, as we get into...
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set in for the Clippers. And a minute played as the second half gets going. So on the floor for Utah, we've got Solomon Hill. Muscala is out there with Favors. Then it's Shelvin Mack. And it's Hood in at the 2-guard spot. Dishes to Hill. And it's a defensive 3-second violation.
You better listen to that.
The Jazz have shot 70% from the free throw line tonight, 7 for 10. And the technical free throw is good. Favors with the screen. And the basket by Hill. Hill's got 12.
Maybe with that, the lid on this basket would be lifted for him.
Top of the key. Off the iron that time.
Ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
Here's Hood. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
1 for 5 on offense. A slow start here in the second half.
Green with the ball. He's picked up by Hill. Outside Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Picked by Griffin. Jackson drives in. Shot off the pick. Los Angeles with another miss.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially, Greg, when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
All sorts of time. And Cantor pulls it down. Clippers trail by 9. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
He was all alone on that one.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
For Utah, they've gone only 1 of 6 from the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half started. Favors with a screen on Redick. There's the pick. And it's Hill penetrating. And Griffin sends it back. Hood gets the bucket. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. The feed to Redick. Griffin sets the screen for Redick. Outside, Green. Cantor kicks to Jackson. Green dishes to Jackson. Shot clock at 5. Here's Griffin. Plays it up and banks it in. Griffin's got 15.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Pass to Hill. Favors with a screen on Green. Hill drives in. 11 feet away. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. It's going to be on Freak.
It's been a good one for Hill. He has 12 points, and when it comes to rebounding, he's had a nice night there, too.
Clippers trail by 6. Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. Green is out there with Enes Kanter. And it's Jackson in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Over to the left wing. Nato. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. Outside Jackson. And stolen by Favors.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Now, here's Exum. 6 on the shot clock. Kicks it to Hood from the arc. That one misses. It's his 5th miss. He's made 4 baskets. Paul passes to Jackson. Green kicks to Jackson. Paul right side. Right side Jackson. Back to Paul. Pulls up on the wing. And he gets the bucket. Paul's got 4 this quarter.
Big time bucket there. And you can expect to see him stay very involved the rest of the way.
Nato defended by Paul. Inside.
That's the wall.
Favors can't get it to go.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Paul dishes to Kanter.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy buckets.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Jazz.
Their defense has been out.
Utah's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Burke with it. He's picked up by Paul. For the 3. Mack, no luck for Los Angeles. They've gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth. Floats one up. Here's Hood. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
And that's a well-contested shot.
Well, we've seen him before. He does not allow you to just get easy baskets. He's always going to make you work for it.
3-pointer. That one falls coming off Burke's feet. Burke's got 3 assists in the game. Clippers trail by 5. Paul kicks to Redick. Picked by Griffin. The dish to Kanter. Shoots from 12. He squares up and sinks it. Kanter's got 4 this quarter.
I don't think they come much easier than that look.
find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Yeah, during that break, the head coach of the Jazz had some words for his team. With the game hanging in the balance, he tried to give his players some added motivation, saying, quote, "This is the time, guys. Right now. Be in this moment. Do your job, and we'll get the win." Back to you.
Thank you, Doris. Here's what Utah's going with right now. Muscala, he's checked in for Burks. Favors comes in for Dante Exum, and it's Solomon Hill in for Burke. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That's his third foul of the game. Here's Mack. He kicks to Favors. The shot is off. Great D that time from Griffin.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him. And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
Yeah, big time. I mean, the words that come to mind, ice and cold and disappearing stroke, all would apply.
So it's Utah now. Hood kicks to Hill. Soft touch off the glass. And it's a 7-point Jazz lead.
Really just continuing to increase the lead. This one should be easy for the rest of the way.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, at this late stage, a lead like that has a team really feeling quite good about itself, and deservedly so.
Here's Mack, and Chris Paul picks up the foul. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. And the Clippers making a change here. Henderson's checked in. So he comes up empty, missing both. And so here are the Clippers. 4-point game. He tries for three. Favors with the rebound.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones. No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority. Those foul shots put them that much more in the driver's seat.
Here's Redick. Nails it. And now they trail by just 4.
Couldn't run the inbound play any better than right there.
They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
Exactly. I mean, you got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. It's Redick on the wing. Feeds to Henderson. Fires from deep. No luck. And so it's Utah who scraped by with the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move.